Same, today we will discuss some review from previous class, and then we will discuss about our new topic. And today we will discuss about ratio in proportion. So first, a review from previous class. Okay, the sum of three consecutive integer is 24. Find the integers. So how we can create an equation for this one? And what are these integers? Who will tell me how we can take consecutive integers? First, second, and third. We have three consecutive integers, one after another, like one, two, three.
So x plus 1, x plus 2.
Excellent, mister. Excellent, excellent. So three consecutive. Let's suppose if we consider supposition first one. Suppose first integer is x. Then second integer will be x plus 1. What will be third integer? So third integer will be x plus 2 or x plus 1 plus 1. It means x plus 2. So these are three consecutive integers. Let's suppose if x is 10. So what is x plus 1? X plus 1 is 11. 10 plus 1 is 11. And x plus 2 is equal to 10 plus 2 equal to 12. Condition is sum of three consecutive integer equal to 24. This means that plus x plus 1, then we have x plus 2 equal to what? Equal to 24. So what are these numbers? What are these integers? First, second, and third. So now we have x plus 1 and x plus 2. We have 3x, coefficient of x are 1, 1. So if you take these like terms, x plus x equal to 3x. Then we have 1 plus 2, so 1 plus 2 equal to 3. Equal to what? Equal to 24. To find the value of x, transfer 3 to other side. We have 3x equal to 24 minus 3. Plus 3 become minus 3. Mean 3x equal to 21. 24 minus 3 equal to 21. We need to find the value of x, so dividing both sides by 3. So if we divide both sides by 3, 3 cancel with 3, x is equal to what? 21
7.
divided, yes, 21 divided by 3 equal to 7. So it means first number is 7. This one is 7. Second will be 7 plus 1, it means 8. And third one is 7 plus 2. 7 plus 2 means 9. So when we add all 7 plus 8 plus 9, these are consecutive numbers 7, 8 plus 9. So sum will be 24. Clear? Sum is 24? Yes, sum is also 24. Excellent. Next question. Perimeter of a rectangular swimming pool is 154 meter. Its length is 2 meter, more than twice its width. What are the length and width of the pool? First of all, we have a rectangular pool like this one, swimming pool. Condition. What about the condition? That its length is 2 meter, more than twice its width. So you know that the perimeter actually, the length of outer boundary, this area, this one starting from here, and then this total outer boundary area, this total boundary line, this is perimeter. So if this one is length, this one is also length, this one is width. Since this one is also width. So we have what? 2 width and 2 length. You can write like 2 multiply with length and 2 multiply with width. Or you can write like this one, 2 multiply with length plus width. Now according to condition here, that total perimeter is 154. We are given this one. Perimeter is given 154. Let's suppose if we consider width is x. Width of this triangle is x. So what will be the length? Yes, anyone? Condition for length is given. Yes,
2x plus 2.
its length is 2 meter more than twice its width. Yes, mister. Yes,
2
yes,
Multiply.
yes. Okay, so twice means 2 multiply with x. Then 2 meter more than. Same. More means plus 2. So 8 plus 2 here. So this one is length and this one is for width. Now according to this formula, perimeter equal to we have 2 multiply with we have length and width. Length is equal to 2x plus 2 plus width is equal to x. And you can put it in this first formula as well. Right? Put the value of length and put the value of width. But this will give you same result. So 2x plus x equal to what? 3x. And then we have 2 equal to what? Equal to 154 because perimeter equal to 154. So 154 equal to 2 3s are 6x and 2 multiply with 2 equal to 4. To find the value of x, transfer 4 to other side. What we have? We have 6x equal to 154 minus 4. 6x is equal to what? 154 minus 4 equal to 150. And if you divide both sides by 6, so 6 cancel with 6. 150 divided by 6 equal to what? Okay, 160. Sorry, 150. So 150 divided by 6 equal to 25. It means x is equal to 25. This means that width of this rectangle is 25. And what about the length? So length is, you know, that 2x plus 2. This means that 2 multiply with 25 plus 2. This means 50 plus 2. So 50 plus 2 equal to what? 52. Length is 52. Width is 25. 2 times the length and 2 more than length. So 52 is the length. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, excellent, excellent. So now we have ratio and proportion. Nisbatu tanasub, ratio and proportion. What is ratio? Actually, ratio is a comparison of two quantities, but both quantities must have same unit. Like length can be compared with length, weight can be compared with weight, height can be compared with height. So a ratio is a comparison of two quantities that have same units. For ratio, usually we use, for example, if we say A ratio B. So how we can write? We can write in different form. Actually, A ratio B means its quotient, it's a division form, like A divided by B. Like 2 ratio 5, so 2 divided by 5. 10 ratio 20 means 10 divided by 20. Or we can use symbol of ratio is A in two dots. This A ratio B. So this symbol is for ratio. Comparison of two things. So you can write 18 out of 5. This is ratio comparison. You can write 18:5 or 18 to 5. So a ratio comparison. But these friction, these ratio will be in simplest form. For example, if we are given this one, 10 divided by 20, this is not in simplest form. We can simplify more, like if we divide both sides, like 10 divided by 20. So if we divide by 10, numerator and denominator by 10, 10 divided by 10, 1. 20 divided by 10 equal to what? 2. So 1 over 2. Correct? Okay. Uh, for example, uh, if one store has 360 items and another store has 100 of the same item. So express the ratio of the items. Two stores, one store have 360, second store has 100. So what is their ratio? So you can write like 100 divided by 360, or if you write like 360 divided by what? 100. For example, uh, like in your class, for example, if there are total number of students, let's suppose we have student and their frequency number. How many we have male student and how many we have female student. This one is male and female. Let's suppose in your class there are 20 male student and 10 female student. So total number of students are 30. So what means ratio? How you can find ratio of male and ratio of female in your class? Or ratio of male student to total student and ratio of female student to total students. Like ratio of male, 20 male divided by 30 total. So 20 divided by 30. If 0 cancel with 0, this means 2 over 3. Or you can write in the form of ratio 2 ratio 3. What this mean? This means that actually out of 3 students, 2 students are male. This is comparison of male student with total students. 2 over 3 or 2 ratio 3 means out of every 3 students, 2 students are male. Now for female, female student 10, total numbers are 30. So if you divide 10 divided by 30. So 10 divided by 30, if you cancel 0 with 0, this means 1 over 3 are in the form of ratio 1 ratio 3. 1 ratio 3 means out of any 3 students, one student is female, remaining 2 are male students. So in this case, if for example store example, if one store has 360 item and another store has 100 of same item, express the ratio of the item. So let's suppose we want to write this one 360 divided by 100. This is ratio, but this one is not in simplest form. So how we can? So find out a number, a common number, which can divide 100 and which can divide 360. So let's suppose if we divide both side by both numerator and denominator by 20. So this one 360 divided by 20 equal to what? 360 divided by 20 equal to 18 divided by 100 divided by 20 equal to what? 5. So 18 divided by 5 is the simplest ratio. Clear? Okay. Next example. For example, uh, word phrase in you need to express word phrase is a ratio like 5 hour to 3 hour. How you can find the ratio of 5 hour and 3 hour? So both are hours. You can see 5 hours to 3 hour. Their units are same, so just you can write 5 divided by 3. But in second case, you can see 6 hour to 3 days. So their units are not same. One is hour, second one is days. So you need to convert days into hour or you need to convert hour into days. So how you can write? If we write 6 hours divided by 3 days, so first you need to convert 3 days into hours. You know that 1 day equal to what? 1 day equal to 24. So 3 day equal to what? 3 multiply with 24 and I think equal to 72. Yes, 70. Sorry. Yes, 72 hours. So 6 hour divided by 3 days mean 72 hours. So now you can simplify. How you can simplify? If you divide both sides, both numerator and denominator by 6, like we have 6 if you divide it by 6 and 72 if you divide it by 6. So 6 divided by 6, 1. 72 divided by 6 equal to 12. So 1 over 12. Or you can write in the form of 1 ratio 12. Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, excellent. Now we have proportion. So ratio is the comparison of two things which have same units. Now proportion is a statement that two ratios are equal. Proportion, what proportion do? Actually the proportion equals two different ratios. There are two ratios. Like what? We have two ratios. First one 3 divided by 4. This is one ratio equal to what? 15 divided by 20. This means that these two ratios are equal. This equality sign show. Yeah, if we have generally, if we have A, B, C, for example, A ratio B equal to C ratio D. Or in ratio comparison, we can write like this one A ratio with B, and then for proportion we use double these lines, like double these dots. And second one is C ratio D. This show ratio and this one show proportion. Yeah, proportion. Okay, so two different ratios comparison A, B, C, D. These two A and D, these two values, these are called extremes. And these middle two, these are called mean value. Again, if we have 3 over 4, 15 over 20, 3 divided by 4 and equal to 15 over 20. How we can write? Can we write in the form of 3 ratio 4 and then proportion 15 ratio 20. 3 and 20. These are called extremes. And 315, these are called mean values. Each number 3, 4, 15, 20, these are called what? These are called terms. 3 is separate term, 4 is separate term, 15 is separate, and 20 is a separate term. So extreme is the means value. Now, if proportion is correct or not, so therefore for that we have another rule, cross product rule. For example, we have 3 over 5, 21 over 35. Is that correct or not? So therefore we have cross product rule. Cross product rule means if you multiply these crossly, if their results, if their products are same, then this means that their proportion is correct. Like 3 multiply with 35 and 5 multiply with 1, 21. So 3 multiply 35 equal to 105, and if you multiply 5 with 25, so their product is also 105. So in this case, in this way you can prove that A's proportion is correct or not. Multiplying the cross, for example, with the help of cross product, the number with crossly, for example, numerator of 1 with denominator of second and denominator of second with numerator of first one. Let's try solve some examples on the proportion. For example, for finding unknown video, like we have this one, 4 divided by 9 equal to x divided by 36. So, how to find the value of x? Same with cross product. If you multiply 4 with 36 and 9 with x, this means 9x equal to what? 4 with 36. 4 multiply with 36. Now we have 9x, and if you multiply 4 with 36 equal to 144, and if you divide both sides by 9 to find the value of x, so x is equal to what? X is equal to 16. So with the help of cross product, you can find the value of the unknown variable, yeah, unknown variable quantity. We have another example, like 72 divided by 1.5 equal to 12 divided by x. How to find the value of x? Same with the help of cross product. 72 divided by 1.5 and 12 divided by x. So x multiply with 72 means 72x. 1.5 multiply with 12, 1.5 multiply with 12 equal to 18. Okay, how we can find the value of x? So dividing both sides by the coefficient of x, dividing both sides by the 72, so 18 divided by 72, so 18 divided by 72 equal to 0.25. Now one example, a word problem. Okay, now you tell me how we can write this one. For example, you earn 33 in 8 hours. At that rate, how much would you earn in 5 hours? 33 in 8 hours. Same rate, how much would you earn in 5 hours? Yes, I know you are good in this. So how we can write and how we can find the unknown value? Yes, one is rate dollar, one is hours. We have two different things. 33 in 8 hours, how much you will earn and how much in 5 hours. So this is actually you can say amount, yeah, money, and this time this side is actually hours. You cannot mix money with hours. You cannot write 33 in place of 8. So on money side you need to write money, and on hour side you need to write hours. So how you can 33 and 8 hours and x and 5 hours? Yes,
By cross product, sir?
yes, you can cross product. Okay, if you want to write, so you can write like this one: 33 over x and 8 over 5. Or you can write like this one: if you write x divided by 33 and 5 over 8, both will give you same result. Let's suppose 33 divided by x, 8 over 5. So cross product, 5 multiply with 33 and x multiply with 8. We have x. 5 multiply with 33 equal to 163, I think. Okay, 33 multiply with 5, 165. 165, and we have 8x. So dividing both side by 8, you can find the value of x. So x is equal to 20 point something, 20.62 something. So let's suppose 20.6. So how much you can earn in 5 hours? You can earn $20.6 in 5 hours. Clear?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, okay. Next question. Yes, how you can solve this one? Try. In one day you earn 75 for 8 hours of work. If you work 37.5 hours for the week, what will your weekly pay be? Same. If you want to write separately, we have money, and second one is actually hours. So 75 for 8 hours. Now, if you work for 37.5, 37.5, so 37.5, can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 37.5 is hour, so write down here 37.5, and we have money x, we don't know. So if you want to write in the form of ratio, so you can write 75 divided by x equal to 8 divided by 37.5. So you can multiply x with 8, so equal to 8x, and 75 with 37.5. 75 multiply with 37.5. So when you multiply, so 8x equal to what? 8x equal to 75 multiply with 37.5 equal to how much? This one is 2812.5, and dividing both side by x, sorry, 8 coefficient of x, so this will give you 351. X is equal to what? X is equal to 351 point something. Clear? 351.5. 351.5. $75 for 8 hours and 351.5 for 37.5 hours. 351 for 37.5 hours. Clear? Clear this one?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Now you will try this one. Two similar figures, proportion to find the length of side n. So same with the help of ratio you can find. But these two figures are same. Their ratios are same. Ratio of two sides are same. So how you can find the value of n? Yes,
18, sir.
18. Can you tell me that how we can write this one?
So, sir, divide 20 by 12, and then
Oh,
which equals to 30 divided by n.
excellent, excellent. First find the ratio of these two sides. You can write 20 divided by 12 equal to what? Ratio of these two sides. We have what? We have 30 divided by n. Ratio of these two sides equal to ratio of these two sides. So, how to find n? You can multiply n with 20 and 12 with 30. Like 20 multiply with n and 12 multiply with 30. So we have only 20n and 12 multiply with 30 equal to what? 12 multiply with 30 equal to 360. So dividing both sides by 20, so 20 cancel with 20, n is equal to what? 360 divided by 20 equal to 18. So length of side n is equal to what? This one is 18. So now find if their ratios are same or not. Okay, 20 divided by 12. So 20 divided by 12 equal to 1.66. Same, what is the ratio of these two sides? 30 divided by 18. So if you divide 30 by 18, so same this one equal to what? 1.66. 1.66. Clear? Clear, guys? Oh,
Yes, sir.
okay, good,
Yes, sir.
good, good, good. Okay, so it's enough for today, and you have second assignment today. After this class, I will post another assignment. It will be just 15 questions, yeah, less than 15, maybe 12, 13 questions, but timing will be 2 days. So within 2 days, you need to maybe till your next class. Yes, today is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So like 4 days. I will post. And sorry for last week. So I didn't post this video lecture for the class. But after this class, I will post today's video and also previous lecture video. Clear? And
Yes, sir. Thank you.
okay, who is iPhone user? Just for attendance. Fauzia, Mathula, Mina, Mursal, Nurul Bashar. Okay, Samira, Saida, Sumaya, Zainab Hashimi, yes, Zainab Sadari, these are present, and one is iPhone user. So, who is iPhone user, please? What's your name?
Sir Aqila Haidari.
Yeah, Akila is also present. I'm talking about iPhone user.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Akila, you are present. Okay. If there is anything, so I will be available. I will be available in my office time from 7 to 8.
Sir,
Yes, Sumaya.
Alia has a problem and she couldn't join today's class.
Alia.
Yes, sir, Alia.
Okay, let me note her name. So Alia Rafi.
Yes, sir, Alia Rafi.
Okay, okay, done. Okay, anything else?
No, sir.
Okay, guys.
No, sir.
So see you inshallah
Sorry,
from
sir.
Fauzia, you are present.
Present.
Yes, Fauzia, yes, Fauzia Muhammadi, you are
You?
present. So see you inshallah from 7 to 8 in my office hour. If there is
Yes, sir.
anything, okay.
Okay, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.
Allah Hafiz, sir.